Happy Thursday. The Bucks freaking suck. We're on a 12-6 run. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I'm your host, Steven, and we are here to talk some more basketball, baby. We got a small four-game slate on Thursday, and you heard it in the intro. Uh, Milwaukee, watching them play takes years off my life. I get more gray hairs. It is absolutely atrocious. Credit to Portland. They played well, but man, we should have had a 3-1 day. Milwaukee was just terrible. Doc Rivers isn't changing much so far. It's only been two games, but this team just doesn't play defense. They don't have the personnel to play defense, contest shots, and they're inconsistent on offense. It's just brutal. But anyways, I may vent about that a little bit more in the bets recap. A reminder, the Pebble Beach video for the golf tournament, in case you have no idea what the Pebble Beach video is, that is already out with our preview. We give out five best bets, some huge odds on some of them, and we have a $40 giveaway. Even if you know nothing about golf, go to that video, watch it if you would like to help us out, but leave a comment. Just one golfer's name, first round leader, and you have a chance to win 40 bucks, even if you know nothing. Do not put Tiger Woods. I will tell you that. He is not playing in this tournament. But, anyways, you just have a chance to win. It's $40. You got absolutely nothing to lose. And also, Jabo MVP. We got one of them. Let's bring it up. All right, there it is, the new Jabo MVP. Welcome to the club at No Catch Entertainment 2965. We really appreciate the support. If you want to become a Jabo MVP, it's only $2.99 a month. Guys, our Discord is completely free. We got almost 3,000 people in it. We don't charge a ton of money here and there for picks or anything like that. This is just a way to give back to the channel. If we bring you entertainment, we help you with your bets, or anything like that. This is just a small way to do it. You get prioritized replies, badges, emojis, just a couple small things. But it really helps grow the channel for all the hours we put in and everything. So I appreciate the new Jabo MVP and everybody who is already a part of that crew. So I got two dad jokes, and then we're going to get right into the video. Even though we only got four games, I still have two best bets for you. So here we go. The first dad joke is for me. The second one is actually from a follower of the channel. So here we go. I'm reading an anti-gravity book, and I just can't put it down. Not too shabby. All right, here we go. The first one from someone in the comments yesterday. From at Iron Man Fan 853. Here we go. What's faster, hot or cold? Hot, because you can always catch a cold. That's pretty good. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys like better, and if you have your own dad joke, because we might use it in the video. That was a pretty good one. So thank you for that. But in this video, we're gonna recap yesterday. It is Power Forward Day. We're gonna talk defenses that give up the most points, rebounds, and assists to the power forward position. And then I got my two best bets for this four-game slate. We'll wrap it all up with that beautiful bets recap. So hit that like button, leave a comment below, like a lot of you are doing every single day, even if it's just a letter or an emoji or whatever it is. Helps us grow, helps more people on YouTube see it, and then hit that subscribe button as we are on our way to our first 21,000 subscribers. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Let's get into it, and it starts with the recap. All right, the first one was a nice winner, Franz Wagner, over 3.5 assists. I think he ended with five. I could be wrong, maybe more. He had three in the first half, so that was a nice, easy winner. Had a lot of potential assists in that game, like we talked about in the video. And then the second one, I already mentioned a little bit. T Wolves minus 8.5. They won by 823, I think. That second half was ugly for the Dallas Mavericks. And then the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm just shooting myself in the foot for not taking the Blazers plus like 15 instead. Why am I trusting the Bucks? Anytime I trust the Bucks again, I told Ryan to let me know and to stop doing it because they are just not a good team right now. They rely on talent, so they're going to win games because they have talent. They have Giannis, one of the greatest players on planet Earth, but I just do not understand what they are doing. New head coach was not the problem. It is a personnel issue with this team. They got rid of their toughness, their defense with Drew Holiday. They blew up, got rid of the coach that just won them a title 2 years ago, and they give you a streaky, aging shooter in Damian Lillard, who is probably due to get hurt at some point. I hope he doesn't, but he's injury ravaged, and he just doesn't care on defense. Just absolutely doesn't care. So I don't get the Bucks. I could go on and on and on about this team. They were one of my favorite teams to watch. So it's not all hate. I really like watching them play, and that's why I'm so frustrated at watching them play now because it's like a scrimmage. They don't know what they're doing in the half court sometimes. But either way, added play number one under 230.5 Sacramento and Miami. That was a nice winner. We've hit two totals, 2-0 on those so far. Low scoring fourth quarter. It was going to be really tight heading to the fourth, and then they buckled down. Not many shots made as Miami finally won a basketball game. And then this last one. Guys, I'm so mad at myself. I almost had McCollum under 4.5 assists on its own as my best bet. The odds were a little high, like minus 130. And then I changed it last second because I really like Cody Martin. I couldn't decide. He was playing point guard for the Hornets, no LaMelo Ball. He just sucked. He just sucked. He didn't play as many minutes as I thought he would because the team is thin, but the coach just played everybody, even though those were like third stringers coming in. And he just didn't get the job done. I don't know what he ended with, maybe 12 to 15 range, but he didn't come close to 18. CJ McCollum under 5.5 assists. That under 4.5 hit. He only had three. He is just not handling the ball and not having a lot of potential assists every game. It's more Ingram and sometimes Zion. So just something to keep in mind. But anyways, 2 and 2 day. It's not that bad. We're okay. 0.00 units. I mean, it was dead even. 12-6 run. We will take that in the last 18. We are now 116 and 105 on the year, up 11.24 units. Let's go get that 2-0 mini sweep on Thursday. But before we get into all that, it's time to talk some power forwards. All right, there we go. On the left side of the defense is giving up the most points to the power forward position in the last 15 days, led off by the Kings, Jazz, and Hawks struggling, and the surprising Rockets team up there actually giving up a lot of points. But power forwards over there on the right side, those are the power forwards averaging the most points in the last 15 days. Some usual guys like Giannis, Cat, Jason Tatum. Cat is because of his huge game he had still. But how about Jonathan Kaminga of the Warriors? Just playing really well, finally getting some playing time, averaging 26 points per game in the last 15 days. Then you got LeBron, Jaren Jackson, the only man standing for the Memphis Grizzlies, really, although Vince Williams is playing pretty well too. And so on and so on. All those guys are the usual. Siakam now with the Pacers averaging 21.6. So those are the points. As you can see, no arrows, so there are no matchups, only 4 games. Let's move over to the rebounds now, and we only have one matchup of the day. It is the 76ers who are giving up the most rebounds to the power forward position and will be without Joel Embiid for a little while. And they are facing the Utah Jazz and Lauri Markkanen, who is getting 8 rebounds per game. So a pretty good matchup for him, depending on where that line is and everything. So other than that, same guys. Jabari Walker up there, number 3 for the Portland Blazers. Kuzma, Tatum, Jabari Smith for the Rockets, so on and so on. So take a screenshot. That's the rebounds. And let's check out the final page, the assists. We have no matchups here, but LeBron, power forward, point guard, kind of him. Averaging 8.6 assists, Giannis 7.7, Scotty doesn't know, and so on and so on. And then Jazz giving up the most assists to power forward position. Again, not a huge difference from 1 to 10. It's only 1.2 assists. So, but anyways, that's the PRAs for the power forward position. Now let's get into the best bets. All right, this first game takes us out to Madison Square Garden. We got the New York Knickerbockers hosting the Indiana Pacers, one of the best rivalries in sports when I was younger, with Reggie Miller having his hands around his neck to Spike Lee, like we've talked about, John Starks, all these guys, Charles Oakley. I mean, it was just great. It was a lot of good entertainment, Patrick Ewing, all that. But anyways, in this game, Pacers -3, total is 241. I'm gonna get right into my best bet. You know what I think about the Knicks already. I do like them to win, but my best bet is the under 241 in this game at -110. So we're 2-0 so far in total bets. Let's see if we can make it 3 in a row. Since January 1st, you're going to hear me say that a lot. That's when they got OG Anunoby and got rid of the 2 offensive players in Quickly and RJ Barrett. The Knicks have gone over this total of 241 only one time since January 1st. One time. They've only played 2 games only over the total of 226. Guys, that's 15 points lower. That's right, hash brown math. They've only played 2 games that have gone over 226. That means 14 of 16 games in January have been at 226 or under. Again, incredible math. I know, it's crazy. We got a big clash of styles. I know this total is high because of the Pacers, obviously. In January, the Knicks have the third slowest pace. So since they got Nobi, they have the third slowest pace. The Pacers in the month of January have the fifth fastest pace. So obviously, a clash of styles here. The Knicks just played a similar style of team in the Utah Jazz just 2 days ago in New York. And it's not much difference, guys. The Jazz have the fourth fastest pace in January, so right up there with the Pacers. And they also have the Jazz had the third best offensive rating in January. The Pacers 10th. Some of that's because Halliburton's out and stuff. But Halliburton is probably going to play here. He's going to be on a minutes restriction, though. We'll talk about that. But and against that Jazz team, there's only 221 total points in that game. Not anywhere near this total. So Halliburton should play in this game. And the Pacers themselves are not just this team flying over 250 totals or anything. They have been a little bit different lately, but With Halliburton, he's going to be on a minutes restriction. I think for the next couple weeks, even maybe. Or I don't know exactly how long, but they're pretty strict. He only played 22 minutes last game against the Celtics in what was a very close game. I think he sat the entire fourth quarter in a very close game against Boston. That just shows how serious they are with his hamstring injury and making sure that he does rest. So I'm expecting 20 to 25 minutes out of him. So they're not going to get their star player forever. Um, if the Pacers can somehow control the pace in this game, then I think the under might be in a little trouble. I just don't see that happening because it hasn't happened in all these Knicks games, especially with Halliburton not playing full minutes. I think the Knicks here are going to try to slow this game down like they always do, grind it out, play physical defense. That's going to be their best chance to win. They don't want to get in a track meet really with anybody, especially the Pacers. But if you just look at the Pacers on their own, they're 3-3 over and under of this 241 total in the last 6 games. So they themselves. Oh, sorry, that's with Halliburton, by the way. So in the 6 games this month with Tyrese Halliburton, they are over under 3-3 to this 241 total. So it's not like I said, this is not a team just flying over or anything like they used to. But OG Anunoby, my goodness, can you please play? He's been a late scratch 2 games in a row. If he plays, it's only going to help this number one Knicks defense. That's right, the number one Knicks defense since this trade, or defense is the Knicks. So only the T Wolves give up less points at home this season. The Knicks are giving up 104.3 points per game at home this year. But since January 1st in this trade for Anunoby, how about this? This is like 90s numbers. The Knicks are only giving up 98.7 points per game at home. That's in 10 games. That's right, under 100. That's wild. I don't know. I didn't know anybody could do that anymore. So, absolutely dominant at Madison Square Garden with these new players and new team. They just fit Thibodeau's uh, how he wants to play, his system and everything. He's all about defense. So, the numbers just inflated to me because of the Pacers, and we all know what the Pacers can do. They can play high-powered offense, but the Knicks should control this pace. They should get this down to a halt. And I just think now they have to play the number one defense on the road with their best player. Only going to be playing 20 to 25 minutes. 241 is too high. Knicks games have not gone anywhere near this. Like I said, 14 of 16 games. Obviously, people can get hot at everything, and I know I sound super confident, like you must bet it. But I always do want to tell you guys because some people say, "Well, I can't believe you lost. You sounded so confident." You should all sound very confident when you make a bet. It is your hard-earned money, so you should all sound confident. It doesn't mean that every bet is 100% guaranteed to win, but it should make you excited when you're about to make a bet. That's how much you should like it. So my first best bet of the night, under 241 in the Pacers and Knicks. And before we move to that second bet, we gotta talk that new promotion and limited time only with FanDuel. All right, thanks to our new partnership with OddsShopper, we have a great deal for new customers with FanDuel. You sign up using the link below. It doesn't take long. You just have to bet $5 and you get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Now, we talked about it yesterday. You can bet $5 on the biggest favorite ever and just net $1 if you want on your winnings. It doesn't matter because then it gets you $200 in bonus bets. So you don't want to put it on some crazy parlay that's really tough to hit because then you might not get your bonus bets. So it's really simple. Hit that link below. Go bet $5. Win that $200 in bonus bets after you hit a minus 10,000 or whatever it is that you want to bet on. But this is a very limited time offer. So if you do not have an account with FanDuel and you live in one of those states that are eligible, go sign up now using that link. So you must be 21 years or older to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Now back to bet number two. All right, this second and final bet takes us out to Utah. We got the Jazz hosting the Philadelphia 76ers. Jazz -4, over under this game 233.5. Again, we do not have a player prop. I have a game bet, so we're going to get right into it. You probably already know because they're at home. Give me the Jazz -4 at -110. Now, we just won fading the Jazz last game when they faced, of course, the New York Knickerbockers. But we're going to ride them here. So, first, that didn't sound good. Either way, Joel Embiid will be out in this game. Tyrese Maxey is questionable. So, that is humongous, guys. We all know Joel Embiid's like one of the best players in the NBA. I do not understand why this line is 4. I just don't get it. With Embiid out, and now they're playing at the hardest place to play in the NBA, and they're only 4-point underdogs. And Maxey, if he does play, will he be on a minutes restriction? All these questions. And if you don't know about the Jazz at home, they are the number one home against the spread team in the entire NBA at 16-5 ATS. They have scored the the third most points in the NBA at home 123.9. That's right. At home, they are the third best offense in the entire league. They are now coming home after a six-game road trip where it was a tough one. They went 2-4, but this isn't a team that's that great on the road. I backed them my game on the road. I think when we won against a bad team, but for the most part, you want to back this team at home. They are still good on the road. They're not like they used to be, but this Jazz team is fully healthy. I do wish this coach Hardy would not be an idiot sometimes and play every single player on his bench. I don't know if he knows that it's not third grade basketball. Not every single player has to get some playing time, or else the parents get mad. I don't know if he knows that. But he's just not letting his players get in a rhythm. It's just my opinion. I could be way off. Sexton will play 5 minutes and then be taken out for a while. It's just hard to get in a rhythm if you've ever played basketball. I just don't understand what he's doing. Again, just another sports rant. Thanks for listening to me. Um, Rebounding wise, 76ers are the 20th best rebounding team in the league this season, and now they're going to be without Embiid. Obviously, that's going to hurt them. I expect the Jazz to absolutely dominate the boards. They are the second best rebounding team, second best offensive rebounding team. I think it's going to make a big difference in this game. Philly, without Joel Embiid this year, how about 3-9? That's right. Now they may be without Maxi, or at least maybe minutes restriction. It's just not pretty. They're playing against, like I said, the best home team in the league. Whether Maxi plays or not, I love this bet at Jazz -4. So that doesn't matter to me. I'm not saying to wait. If you want to wait for Maxi, you can. But give me the healthier team and the more dominant team at home here in the Utah Jazz at -4 as my second best bet. And let's check out the bets recap. There they are, the first two bets for the month of February. Under 241, Pacers and Knicks at -110, and the Jazz -4 at -110. That's right, no player props as of right now. We've been doing pretty well in those non-player prop bets. So hopefully we can keep that rolling. If I have one more added play, it will be in the pinned comments below. It'll be on Discord and on X. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And for that Friday video, of course, we will have the Friday parlay. So I am excited for that. Hopefully we can end the week strong. But let me know your favorite bet today. Leave a comment below and maybe some dad jokes if you want. Maybe I'll use it in the next video. But either way, I appreciate it. Enjoy some golf tomorrow if you are a golf fan, and enjoy the 4 NBA games. We'll talk to you soon.